Hi everyone, my name is Lina Khalifeh and welcome to my YouTube channel where I will be sharing content about public speaking, life philosophy, and I'll be interviewing successful entrepreneurs from all over the world. So go ahead and subscribe. So what makes really a great speech? Have you watched all these people on TED stage or having a talk and they delivered one hell of a show and thought about it and said, I want to be that person one day. Or maybe you never even think that you can do that. But the thing is, we all can do that with practice. A lot of practice will create masters. The thing is, you have to put a lot of time, dedication, and effort like anything else. You're getting educated in public speaking. Well, there's only 3 points to make one hell of a speech. So if you stick all the way till the end of the video, I'm gonna reveal one extra secret advice about mastering public speaking. So to talk a little bit about those points, as any speech, you have to write it down. You can't just go on any stage and pretend that you know everything and suddenly all the words will come and rush in your head. You have to prepare yourself. So you have to prepare and you have to plan and then step on that stage and give one hell of a show. So 3 points. So number 1 would be the opening. So when you step on that stage, when you're taking one step, what words will come out of your mouth that will impress the audience? And usually the audience in the first 30 seconds, they're gonna judge you. So don't go ahead and take the microphone and get nervous as hell. And usually you get nervous because you're not prepared well. If you're prepared, rehearsed 100 times before you step on that stage, you're gonna be ready to take that show. It's your time. Think about it. Not everybody gets that opportunity on stage. So you make sure that your words completely match the message, the idea you're trying to deliver to your audience. So when you step on that stage, make sure you are standing tall with your shoulders to the back, and you grab the microphone or you have a wireless microphone, and the words that comes out of your mouth at the beginning has to be completely catchy for the audience. Either has to be an inspiring story for you on why you're going to continue the speech and you became who you became right now. You just start with a story or something that happened in your life that completely made you change, or a situation. For example, you were injured or you were ill or sick, and then that's what happened. And from there, you started thinking about your health, and that's how you became better in being aware of what is good for you. When you start with the opening, you have to write the opening down and the words that comes out of your mouth. Sometimes you can use humor, because humor also is a good way to attract people's attention to what you're about to say. And then it will release a little bit the tension between you and the audience. So we call it like you break the ice. Some people would step on stage and they just talk to the audience like they're talking to a random person, like, hi, how are you? How's the weather? They're not gonna respond to you. They're there to hear and to listen to you talking about something that would benefit them and inspire them, so they can leave and change something about themselves. They're there for them, not you. Just remember that. So you need to inspire. Any talk, even if it's a corporate talk, executive talk, you're in the C-suite, you're the CEO of the company, you're the director of the company. I don't care what your role is. You need to learn how to speak. And when you choose your words, you're gonna upgrade your life. So with public speaking, it's not like the way the people just step on stage and say whatever. We don't do that. We pick and choose the words that will attract people's attention and will respect people, but at the same time will inspire them to change something about themselves. So the opening, you have to think about the opening when you want to step on stage. Don't say stuff like, I'm nervous, take it easy on me. If you want to do that, if you're really, really nervous and it shows, you can say it in a funny way. Hey, I'm nervous, so take it easy on me. But the thing is, they're gonna laugh a bit and then look at you like, okay, what are you gonna say now? So when you step on that stage and say something like, in 2004, I was in the hospital. I have no idea how I got there. The thing is, with storytelling, that's how you start, and that's how you learn how to tell a story. Your opening has to be extremely powerful. So when you start with something like, in 2004, in 1998, this happened, and this changed my life. And then you go to the second part, which is the second point, the body of the speech. That's where you want to talk about the problem and solution, and you have to back up your speech with facts and data. When you do that, you have a very powerful speech until now. And don't forget that you have to stick to the time given to you. Don't get too relaxed on stage that you say, you know what, I'm just gonna keep talking because they're laughing. No, usually the audience laugh easily, because let's say if you have 1,000 people in the audience, I'm sure one person would laugh because they feel that you're nervous and they want to cool down a little bit the atmosphere, or they want to give you some support, or probably you're really funny, but not everybody gets your jokes. So one or two will laugh, and when laughing, the nice thing about having a crowd, laughing is contagious. When someone laughs, everybody laughs. It's like toxic people, right? When you're around toxic people, you kind of become like them. You start thinking about that. But when you're around people that laughs constantly, you start laughing. What's nice about the stage is that when someone laughs, everybody else starts laughing. And then you feel comfortable because everybody's laughing. But it doesn't mean that you have to be relaxed a lot and not forget about your words and your speech and the message you're going to deliver to the audience. After you focus a lot of time on delivering the body, which is the body of the speech, the problem, solution, and data. You can even back up the data between you tell the problem and you say the data about the facts about that problem. Let's say there's a lot of domestic violence in the world, and that's a percent. And then you say your solution, how you're gonna change that. How are you gonna convince the audience that you're the one with a solution that came up with that solution to change something. And after that, you don't have to, when you step on stage, I feel very excited when I start speaking about public speaking. The thing is, when you step on that stage, don't try too hard to convince the audience. What do you want to do? Your action speaks louder than your words, right? So you're going to show a lot of pictures of your work, showing that you really think that's a solution, and they need to think outside of the box. After the body and after people, you get people's attention. And by the way, you lose people the moment they look at their watches, or let's say look at their mobile, the watches on the mobile, or they started to walk out. That's where you lose the audience. It means that you need to work on your speech not to be boring. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who go out there and deliver speeches that are really boring because they have slides and points and they have a lot of data. They have no storytelling techniques, and they did not really work on their skills and their abilities. Any person needs to work on the way they deliver and talk and communicate. So after the second point, you move to conclusion. Conclusion is so powerful, like the opening. If you have a powerful opening and you have a weak conclusion, it's like you left people without an action. They're like, okay, we listened to a story, but now what? You need to give them a call to action, to do something about their lives, or to follow your work, or to donate to your company, or even to join your company, or join forces with you. When you get people excited in the moment, they join, they donate. It's easy to give a call to action when you are there. Your energy is very loud, and you get people motivated at the end of your speech. They want to know who you are, how did you get to that stage and spoke the way you spoke. So make sure you work on yourself every single day. The thing is, there's not a lot of public speaking schools to teach you on how to deliver, and a lot of people are not convinced that they need to go to a public speaking school or consultancy and coaching. We all need that. I did not get to where I got without any proper coaching and training, and even I had to read a lot of books about the art of storytelling and how I can improve myself, because I cared about words. I wanted to upgrade my life. I wanted to upgrade the quality of my words. I read a lot of books as well. So you have 3 points: opening, body, and conclusion. And start writing down with a pen. Don't just type on the computer, because your brain will not remember when you type. The brain remember when you use a pen and start writing on a notebook. So make sure you always have a notebook, so you start working on that separately before started working. If you have slides or like pictures to show, you always start with the speech first, write it down, and then you work on any other presentation or slideshow. But don't work on the slideshow first and then work on the speech on papers. No, papers first with your pencil, then start rehearsing, and then work on the slideshow, the presentation. And I promise that I'm gonna reveal one secret regarding the public speaking and the audience. Well, I'll give you one technique. We use it also in martial arts when we train people and we don't want to get involved in their things, in their agendas, in their energies. We don't look straight in the eyes. What you want to do, even if you communicate one-to-one, you look from the nose till the chin. That's where you want to look. It seems that you look straight in the eyes, but you're not. The thing is, you're not going to take their energy. Sometimes it's heavy to take people's energy. So make sure you don't look straight in the eyes when people are talking to you, or even the audience. Look from the nose to the chin. So that's it for this episode. Make sure you subscribe and stay around, because I have a lot of other videos that will share different tips and advices about public speaking, and I will have amazing different interviews for entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for watching.